would make a video about how I budget on one income, because as you guys know, Gage is the only one who works, and I got a couple questions on where he works, like what he does, and then I also got a request on how I budget and everything like that, because trust me, he doesn't make like amazing money, so we definitely have to budget, especially being like early 20s. So I just thought I'd share with you guys some like tips on how we budget that might help you. And yeah, I mean, we have been doing it for about a year now, because I became a stay-at-home mom right after I gave birth to Maya, and we moved into our apartment in May, and I gave birth in August. So about a year, almost a year, I've been a stay-at-home mom, and we budgeted, and we still are making it work. There is a couple times where it's like, oh, we don't have the money, we can't, you know, go out with you guys, sorry, or we don't have the money, we're not gonna go out and have dinner, we're gonna, you know, make something at home. So I'm just gonna get into the video and give you guys a couple tips. I have a few things right here. I have my iPad, I have my notebook, and I actually have my grocery list, because a couple people asked like about our groceries and how we budget on that and how much we spend, everything like that. So I'm just going to get into the question that some of you have been asking about what Gage does and what he, I'm not going to tell you exactly how much he makes, but I'm going to tell you guys what he does and everything like that. So Gage actually works for his family's company. So his grandma owns a company, and he works for them. So he works outside, and as you guys see, he always has like his blue shirt on when he comes home. He, what is it? It's irrigation, so basically like sprinkler systems and everything like that. He makes a decent amount to where I can be a stay-at-home mom, but we still aren't like rich or anything where we can, you know, do whatever we want. This summer definitely has been a little bit more difficult, because we do have to save for our wedding and honeymoon. So it's been a little bit harder on us this summer, and me and Gage keep telling ourselves we're gonna get past it. It's okay, we only have 5 or 6 weeks left, we're almost there, then we're done, because we saved quite a bit. So basically how I budget out for the whole month. I know exactly what bills have to be taken out, and I know exactly when they're taken out. So I just have my notebook, because I'm gonna show you guys like how I do it. So what I do is I take my notebook, and I just write down the annual, not annual, but roughly around what Gage would make that month. So it can be different, it could be more, or it could be less. Usually I know how many he works. Usually if he works about 95 plus hours every 2 weeks, that's a pretty good check. Anything under 90 is, it's an okay check, we can do with it. But yeah, so usually he always has overtime. But what I do is I take out our rent, electric, and cable and everything. So I'm going to tell you guys how much we pay for rent. So we pay $839 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. So I split that in half, so by 2, because he gets paid every 2 weeks. So there's about 4 weeks in a month. And so out of each paycheck, I will take out about $419.50. Just so then I know we have money for rent, and I know out of his next check we have enough to pay for rent. We are very fortunate that in our apartment, the only like utility bill that we have to pay is electric, and even though we are in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, it's not that big, as you guys see through like our vlogs and stuff. So our electric bill in the summer usually ranges around $50. If I split that in half, we only take out about $25 out of each paycheck. And then we have cable. Now, for the longest time we had cable, and to be honest, our cable, like, they were charging us so much money, and we were losing a lot of money, and we were going literally like month by month, like, you know, sometimes we got behind on cable because it was a lot just for cable. We were paying around $135 for cable, and I talked to Gage and I said, to be honest, you're not here, you know, during the day. I'm here during the day, and if we do watch anything, it's for Myah. Let's just get Netflix. I don't usually turn on the TV. I like watching YouTube, and so all we really need is Netflix for Myah. So we decided to get rid of our cable and just do Netflix, which is only $9.99 a month. So that's a big difference. That's a huge money saving. So if you guys really don't watch cable, I would really recommend Netflix, or is it Hulu? One of those things that are only like $9.99, so 10 bucks a month, and it really works awesome. We've had Netflix now for about 2 months, and we love it. We like to watch series and everything like that, and we're not TV people. Like, we like to watch TV, like 1 or 2 shows, and then we're done. Like, it saves you a lot of money. So each month I'll, you know, even though it's $10, I'm still gonna take out $5 from, you know, each check. We used to have to pay a car payment, but when we got our taxes back, we decided that Gage got into a car accident and we had to pay all that off. We decided we didn't want to do a loan. We wanted to just pay for it all in cash. So we bought our Tahoe, as you guys know. If you guys didn't know, we drive a Chevy Tahoe. We bought our Tahoe straight cash, and that saves us a lot of money because we're not paying monthly on it. Now, we do have credit cards that we pay monthly on, so I honestly don't know the numbers, so I'm just gonna say we take 50 out of each. Pretty much after that, that's all of our main bills. We have insurance where it's completely covered. We don't pay anything. So yeah, that's our main bills. Like, if I were you, I would take your bills. If you're a stay-at-home mom and your husband works or gets paid every 2 weeks like mine does, split it in half. Split all your bills in half. So then you're not sitting there at the end of the month like, oh, we didn't take anything out for bills. This really does help, and it makes a big difference. So that's our main bills. Main bills. Now we have to include Myah, food, what else? Myah, food, and wedding, and Thanks for Us. So Thanks for Us, we don't really have a bunch of money left over for, because we decided like what do we need? Like, if we want something, we just get it. Like, we don't need to put, you know, money aside for it. So for food, that brings me to this list. We go shopping every 2 weeks. So we only go shopping twice a month, and that makes a huge difference. It's just Gage, Myah, and I, so we don't need to buy a lot. Basically what we mostly buy is just like the milk, eggs, bread, and then we'll buy a bunch of like stuff for Myah, and then I will only buy meals. I will not get like snacks, if that makes sense. Like, we don't get chips, we don't get like you know when you go down like the aisles and you can get like mini corn dogs or like pretzels and like all those kind of things. Like, we don't get any of that. We only strictly get meals, and that makes a big difference, trust me. I came from my family, my mom's family, or you know, my family, not with Gage, and that's like, my mom would buy meals, but she'd also buy snacks, and it was coming up to $300-400. We are nowhere near that. Our average shopping trip for about 2 weeks of food, only meals, and obviously like milk, eggs, bread, and food for Myah, obviously, we usually spend about $175 every 2 weeks. So I don't know the math. I'm not good at math. I don't know how much that is a month, but that's usually what we spend, $175 every 2 weeks. And that's better than $300 or so every 2 weeks. But like I said, we only buy the necessities we need and meals. So I'm only home during the day and Gage is not, so we usually don't buy like lunch meals or breakfast meals. We obviously get eggs and stuff like that, but I'm not a big breakfast eater and I just snack at lunch, so our main meals are at dinner. So mostly the food during the day is for Myah. So we have like applesauce, bananas, noodles, little mac and cheeses, like things like that for Myah during lunch and stuff like that, and fruit obviously. But me and Gage mostly just eat dinner. I know that's horrible for you, but I snack a little bit throughout the day and just like on fruit or whatever she has. And yeah, so that saves us a ton of money. So if you're a stay-at-home mom and it's just you and your baby and you don't really eat during the day, you don't need to buy a bunch of food for the day because your husband's not there and you don't, you know what I'm saying? So that saves us a lot of money. And usually we only get 7 meals. Those 7 meals will last us for 2 weeks. And so basically, that's 14 days, only 7 meals. We always eat leftovers. I don't make a meal every single day. We always eat leftovers. So if I make, let's say I make rice hot dish, we will eat leftovers the next night, or we'll just find something in our cupboard to make. You know, because there's always food in our cupboard, we just don't buy snacks. So it's been kind of a hard summer, but we haven't really been going anywhere, and if we do go anywhere, it's to my parents' cabin, or we invite friends over, or anything like that. But, now for Myah, what we do for, like, how we budget for her, we've been very, very fortunate that all we've really had to buy for her throughout, like, her 1 year of life is basically clothes as she gets older and, diapers and wipes. Like, we were supplied by my baby shower with everything, and I'm very, very fortunate from that. We got all the bottles that we needed. We got all the toys that we could ever need. Like, obviously we still get her toys, but we're not like trying to, as she grows up, get more and more toys. Like, we're very, very fortunate. And so basically how much we usually spend on Myah is we don't get like the store brand diapers, but we get like the cheaper name brand diapers. So we buy Love's, and we usually buy a huge box of them. And I would recommend, if you're trying to save money for like diapers and wipes, go to Sam's Club or go to Costco, because we went to Sam's Club about a month and a half ago, and we still have 2 full bags of wipes. The diapers go by faster than the wipes, obviously, but I don't know. That's what we do for Myah. Some tips for budgeting if you're trying to do it on 1 income is you don't need to go out and have like dinners or anything. Like, that's money that you could save. Yes, there's times where me and Gage go out to like Buffalo Wild Wings or Applebee's or things like that, and that's okay. But I see people who go out maybe twice a week and just buy the food, cook it at home. That saves you a ton of money. Also, if you're at the store and you're like, oh, I really, really want this, think about it. Do you want it, or do you actually need it? There's some times where me and Gage go to the store and he wants a game or a video game, or I want makeup or things like that. But you don't need to be doing that every week, if that makes sense. Like, you don't need to be going to the store all the time and be like, I want this shirt, I want this, I want that. Like, you don't need it. Like, the last time me and Gage have bought clothes, like, was probably when we went to Kohl's. And before that, I don't even remember, because, I mean, we have so much clothes as it is. Like, we don't need to keep adding on, especially with our wedding and everything. It's already hard enough on us, like, with that. And another thing I would recommend is, if you go to restaurants, don't pay $3 for a pop. Like, we always get water. That makes a huge, huge difference. I've never really been a pop drinker, but Gage noticed the difference on our bill, and it's from the pop, because it's like $2 a pop. Like, it saves you money. It really does. Now, if you're on like a really tight budget like Gage and I, what I would recommend doing is once a month, so it's not like every week, once a month, pick a day and just save up some money and do whatever you want to that day. We do that all the time. So our day this month is probably going to be Myah's birthday, where we don't even care how much money we have in our bank account. We just go, we have a good time, and deal with that later. I mean, you have to have that every once in a while, because if you're literally like stepping on pins and needles because you're trying to like budget all the time, you're gonna get very, very frustrated, trust me. So we decided once a month we pick a day, we just go and we have fun. If you guys remember my Mall of America vlog, one of those days that I'm telling you about was that day. Gage said, get whatever you want. I got a Victoria's Secret sweater, I got a Sephora eye palette, Myah got some clothes, it was just a fun day. Even though he said he didn't want to get anything, he just wanted to get Maya and myself some things, it was still a really, really fun day. Now, there is some weekends during the month, like this month, that we have to obviously spend more than we planned on doing. Like, we have our bachelor and bachelorette party, we have my bridal shower, we have another bachelor and bachelorette party to go to. Like, it's a pretty busy month up into our wedding. Oh, another thing me and Gage do is if we see pennies or quarters or like money on the ground, pick it up, even if it's a penny. We save in our piggy bank, and I think we counted and we have probably around $100. It saves money. Pick up those pennies. People will just walk by them, but it adds up. It really, really does. If you guys were wondering, Gage and I do share a bank account. Now, some people don't like to share bank accounts. Some people would rather have their own bank accounts, especially if you're just moving out with your boyfriend or, you know, significant other. What I would recommend doing is doing these, splitting the bills down the middle. Like, if you, that's the grocery list. If you are moving out with your significant other, split it down the middle. So out of your paycheck, you take out this much. Out of his paychecks, you take out that much. Like, that's how you should do it. Like, if you guys are, you know, splitting the bills and stuff like that, that's how I do it. I would split it down the middle, and you pay this much, they pay that much. You don't always have to go somewhere that costs money. A fun thing we like to do is we like to bring Maya to the beach. So that's like a fun-filled day. Like, make some sandwiches, put them in a cooler, and get some drinks and everything like that, and go have fun at the beach. That's a full free day at the beach. Like, our beach has like a park there, a grassy area, everything like that. So it's like a full free day of fun. Also, look around, like, if you're a stay-at-home mom. I know here in Minnesota, we have like a mommy group just for Minnesota that has like free movies at the movie theaters for kids, like in the morning. So I know on Sunday they're playing Alvin and the Chipmunks Shipwrecked or something for free, and you just have to pay, like, if you want concessions or stuff. But it's free for your kids, and it's free to get out. So look for things like that in your community or neighborhood. Also, I know around here there's free splash pads and everything. That's another way to get out. Another thing, if you guys, I know it kind of costs money, but it kind of saves you money at the same time, get a zoo membership. We are going to get a zoo membership this summer, but with the wedding and everything, it's just like too busy and stuff. But get a zoo membership. You pay like a one-time fee of like $150. That includes your parking and like the admission and everything. And just go. You can go every day of the week. You can go twice a week. I know at our zoo we have like the splash pads, we have the farms, we have like the dinosaurs and like everything like that. It's awesome. Or do like a season pass to a water park, so it kind of gets you out of the house, so you're not where it's like you spend that money, but think about it 2 months from then, like if you're sitting there like, I need something to do, we have no money. Well, guess what? You have like a water park pass, you have a zoo pass, you can go do something for free. So that's what I would recommend. It feels awesome to, you know, it feels awesome to be able to do it on one income, and I am very, very grateful for Gage and all the hard work he does. And I know he feels the same way for me for staying home with Maya and everything like that. But I mean, there's so much you can do to thank your husband or your spouse if you're a stay-at-home mom. Like, they do so much. They bring in all the money, like everything that is in your house, it's basically from them. And I tell Gage all the time, like, thank you, just thank you, like, really, thank you. I'm sorry if I didn't answer your questions or anything that you had in mind. If I didn't answer, just leave it in the comments down below. But that's how we budget. That's how I make it on one income. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time.